Oh, player joined.
Hey.
Alright, well, just be starting fresh here. So warm.
All right. So wait. So
You took
oh,
over the
you're
Red Prince?
yeah.
Okay.
There you go. I don't know if you have the option to or not, but if you can, you might want to go into your connectivity menu there and set it to like friends only or something.
Yeah, that's what I did set it to.
Okay. All right. So I'm the Red Prince.
Yes.
I'm going to talk to you. Nope. Okay, it's not the time for idle chit chat. Apparently, you're
Yes.
too busy for me, Huxley.
Yes, this
Screw
is the time.
off.
It's time for idle chat. Alright, so I have no idea what was going on. I basically blasted my way through here. Is there something on the map for us? A quest marker. So I set the waypoint to that. Go this way? No. Walk past it. Oh, it's this guy in a cage.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you can talk to yeah. So this is the interesting part that I was curious about with all this. So what I was saying before is I played a lot of this single player, and you get your 4 companions pretty quick. Like you create your own character at the beginning. They have some that are like preset that actually become the characters that you meet in town. So you know, you can choose from one of their preset ones and become that person. Or you can just meet up with them in town and they'll become your traveling companions if you don't have other people, or you can customize your character. But the single player is like, if it gets to a dialogue option where there's differing choices. In the first game, like, you had that whole rock, paper, scissors system and you could debate back and forth. In single player, you can choose different options for your companions, but it doesn't seem to do anything. I don't know if there's a system that they're going to put into place later with some of that. Like, I don't know if they have plans to bring something into the game, but certainly it seems like, at least, you know, here, you know, I remember in the other game, like, if you were close enough to the other player, you got pulled into the conversation. So, like, if you started that conversation with the prisoner, I would start having that conversation. Like, I'd be part of that conversation.
Right.
I may not have anything to say, but I at least would watch it. Here, it seems like they're much more open to allowing the players to kind of do whatever they want, and kind of, they can work together, or they have what they call competitive co-op.
So I talked to that guy, and then I see a little bubble on you, and so I start talking to you. That looks like it's a co-op conversation.
Oh, you're listening in?
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Oh,
So
I see.
interesting. Okay, so you were already in a conversation, and I get to see what you're doing. And now we got
I got a friend now.
we got Wolverine.
I got a friend now. Oh, and I can totally just wait. Let's go, friend. We're gonna attack Nick.
What the F? I can't get out of the conversation. We may have broken the game again.
Come on, friend. Let's attack Nick while he's in the conversation.
Yeah, it just says waiting for other player. Oh, there we go. I can click out. Leave me alone.
There's 2 of us and only him and a cat. We got this.
I got a holy hand grenade. Aha! You've been healed by my hand grenade. Alright. So we're supposed to get a quest from that guy or something. We've got to go to Griff's kitchen to do something. Forget already.
Griff is here. Yeah, we got to track down. Griff is missing a shipment of oranges, and he wants to find his oranges. It's spoiler. It's really not about oranges.
All right, let's go find orange.
All right. I'm just gonna kind of help you, and we're gonna go straight there.
Okay.
Because this actually will be, hopefully this will be then differing dialogue that we shall encounter here.
Like,
Go
it's
talk to this elf lady.
certainly pretty.
Yeah, I mean, like they. There we go. So I'm kind of listening in now.
Oh,
They
she's got eyes for the lizards.
I mean, you know. I'm just another human.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that.
I too am human.
Human am I.
I was born flesh baby as well. Totally normal. Yeah, ask her how she got that scar.
I wanted to know why she was stalking a lizard.
My father was a fiend in the trunk.
I'm not a lizard lady.
Like I said, I am human.
I am human.
I am perfectly normal human. Oh, what you gonna do?
We need a lady in the party. Nope. Maybe.
How does Huxley, Lord of Puglesington, handle the situation?
Oh, she took the needle out of my neck. How kind of her.
I mean, it's the polite thing to do.
The XPs.
You got all of them XPs. Now you gotta buy it too. Uh-oh. Now it's even odds, Fawn. Hey, Sybil. Why don't you come over to my side? Come over here.
Camera free. No, I wanna. Do I lock the camera? Alright. What are you doing? She's
Hey, there's
wet.
a lizard here.
She's wet. Oh no.
Come listen in on our conversation, by all means.
Why
I
did
seem
you
to smell oranges. Ah, he's one of the. He's the thief. Well, of course, as a fellow lizard who also was born from a clutch of eggs, I understand.
I like how it's all about like what kind of creature you are.
So one of the things that they definitely have done with this is one of the you have right now just 4 different races, but they plan on adding a 5th, which is undead. So you can choose that at the beginning, and they have like tags, which is interesting, sort of the same way that like you might tag a news article with co-op news. They have tags.
I did see that, yeah.
That you can customize for your character that will be like their race, if they're male or female. Then it's also like their ambitions, right? So if a person is a scholar, or if they're a mystic or a joker or a rogue and an outlaw, I mean, like there's these different things, and those allow you to shape the conversations that you have, right? Like you'll get new responses based off of that you can use, which is kind of cool, right? They're trying to build into this world a little bit more some of the D&D elements, right? That is their obvious inspiration for a lot of this stuff. They're trying to pull that in, allowing people to customize their characters and create more custom.
Licked its butt.
I mean, it's a cat. All right, and so yeah, here we go. So here's their new thing: is you compare your stats against theirs. So in this case, I can either try and do intelligence, I can do memory, I can do finesse, or I can do strength. It depends on my character, whatever their most, greatest attribute is. I'm guessing for the Red Prince, it's going to be strength. So I'm going to try that. It failed, so it did not match his stat for reason. He says, you know, whatever. I don't care. And I can talk to him again, and he has lizard words for me. I'll try and see if I can't do that again. Yeah, so now I can't do anything about that. I don't know if you can or not.
I can talk to him. I smell oranges.
Some tasty, tasty oranges. I don't know what kind of a character you are, so...
I'm a cleric.
Let's listen in and see.
I think we need to go anyway. So I've only got 3 options. I don't have the lizard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go memory. Persuasion fail. He just went right to sleep.
He says, fine, screw this. Alright, well, so... We have a couple of options here. If we know that he has it, we could back him for it.
That's what I'm gonna do. That's my option.
Alright.
Give me your fish, give me your bedroll, give me your health potion. Yeah.
So we can steal from him. So we could go and talk to Griff and see, right? I mean, like, Griff is looking for this. We suspect Singtail has it. So we could go talk to Griff and say, hey, we think we found your stuff.
Yo, dog, I heard you like oranges.
This guy's got mad oranges. He's all about that vitamin C.
So we put some Grundy something or other.
Drudney.
I'd like to discuss your interested in trade. No, that's not what I want to do. How do I close this big ass dialogue box?
You can just press escape.
Alright. Okay, apparently I couldn't.
Tell him, yo, we know who done it.
I don't have that option at all.
Alright, so we could always go and kill him and just say, or, you know, if we were a thief, we could probably sneak up on him and steal, but I don't think...
I'm gonna go throw a fireball bottle at him.
I don't think either one of us is sneaky enough to steal from him.
There you go.
You know, if you're gonna throw a fireball on him, I wouldn't stand right on top of him. Just pro tip. He has a very negative attitude towards you now. He's saying, "Hey, why'd you do that?" All right, so now we're in a fight.
Go, Wolverine, go!
Yeah, no kidding, right? Everybody's encouraged. Oh, sneaking failed. Let's see if you can get around behind here. All right, what you gonna do?
We're just gonna delay, I guess.
All right, so
I like this music.
one thing I'll talk about here too, then that's new, is they have this concept now of physical armor and magic armor that you can kind of see as you hover
The bars
over.
above the top.
Yeah, so there's a gray bar that represents physical armor and blue bar that represents magical. Basically what that does is So if I go over here and attack him, his physical armor absorbs the attack. So it doesn't do any direct damage to him, and therefore his life bar doesn't go down any. If I were to use magic spells on him, it's the same thing, right? If he has any magic armor, the magic armor is going to absorb that and it won't directly deal damage to him. Furthermore, special effects like poison, burning, bleed have their resist, like basically those armors act as resistances to it. So it's interesting what they've done with the combat. They've kind of built in this thing where you're going to see really physically strong opponents, and so you don't want to necessarily attack them head on, but you'll use spells. You know, you'll want to use spells on them because they don't have any magic armor.
Yeah.
Sort of a deal, which is an kind of cool way to do it. He doesn't have any of that left, so I'll go ahead and just attack him.
He gone. He's got oranges. Unusually large. Look at the water.
Yeah, you want to go get yourself not burning anymore.
Alright, now I'm just... The cat's underwater, it's gonna drown!
Yeah, no, I'm surprised that cat follows you. Speaking of cats. You don't... I can't change you, buddy. You don't have a diaper. We put together our crib and changing table / dresser this weekend. And my cat is currently sitting in the changing table. Because of course he is. Yay! We leveled up.
Now you should let the other guy out of the cage, right?
Yeah.
The cage. What's in it for you?
Alright.
Alright, so let's do the leveling.
For the most part, yeah, for the most part this is it's E. This is still kind of the same. They have some new abilities, which for the different classes now. So for Scoundrel and Warfare and Geomancer and everything else, they have some new spells and abilities. They have a new class altogether, Necromancer. But a lot of it's the same as it was in the first one, right? So you can do combinations of stuff. So there's things that create oil slicks, and then you can cast a fireball on the oil slick, and it ignites the oil slick and does more damage and sets people on fire and stuff, which is always cool. I mean, you know.
And I got tons of talents.
One thing I don't like is they don't have an undo button, which they really need, because I just accidentally put that point in the wrong spot. Whatever.
Oh, interesting. This one gives me 2 extra points to spend immediately.
Inventories, we all have our own inventories. You can pick stuff up, you can transfer it back and forth. I mean, it's, you know, if you played Divinity Original Sin, it's very much the same as that. Things are a little bit prettier now. They've changed some of, you know, the underlying systems. What I'm curious about with this game is sort of, I mean, this is alpha version, like it's right up there at the very top of the screen. I'm curious to see where this goes, like what else they're going to implement. This is
well, it sounded like, so what I was reading, it sounded like they got like a lot of the story and stuff there for the first chapter, There was a lot more of that to come. I guess obviously there's a lot of polish in terms of like there's a lot of character portraits missing. I don't know if they're gonna go full voiceover again like they did with the deluxe edition or enhanced edition of Divinity.
Yeah, I think they were supposed to. I think it was, if I remember correctly, that's one of the things they talked about. But I'm also kind of curious, like, so there's a problem anytime you try and bring D&D into a game world, and the problem there is what D&D has at its core that makes everything sort of work and hold it together is the dungeon master, the DM. In a game, unless you build the rules in, you don't really have that, right? Like, there's nothing that oversees anything. You and I are free to go around this town and murder absolutely everybody for zero, pretty much, consequences, right? It's not like the next town that we come across are going to be like, oh, you're the ones who murdered all those people. Things are kind of independent in a way. So without something to sort of bind people together in a way, like, you know, right now I'm off, I'm going to go do this separate event. Oh, but it won't let me. Maybe it's because I'm not the main
I'm in a
person.
Conversation or
but, you know, what they say is that each player, you know, they have this whole thing of it's competitive co-op so that people can kind of choose what they want to do. And they can talk to people and, you know, get in fights, and then you don't have to help them. So yeah, you know, you can get in fights. Your companion doesn't have to help you. They can do, you know, they can actually help the other side or whatever. But there's nothing like, you know, when you do all that, what's the sort of binding factor, right? Like, in a way, if in a campaign, you know, one of your friends were like, I'm just going to go off and do this thing because screw all the rest of you. Eventually, right, the DM would try to work them back into the game and have something, right? There would be some point or whatever to it. I don't get that same sense from this, right? Like, there's a little bit of a chaotic feeling at this moment. So I'm curious what's going to happen to help tie some of that together, because it's a good idea in a practice or in theory, but, you know, how you actually apply that to a game of 4 people, that you don't just end up with a friend who trolls everybody all the time, right?
Recipe.
Oh, we can go with this cave, that's alright. Excuse me. This is where the people ended up. Hey, she gave me a head. Here's something fun. Switch your character to Sibyl and go into your inventory. To the elf lady.
I got a severed head.
Alright, right click on it.
Eat it!
Yep.
Yummy.
The flesh of a kind elf, she harbored no malice, yet still suffered. Innocence betrayed. So elves are cannibalistic, apparently, in this universe.
Okay.
And they can eat others and gain memories for them. So in my other game, actually, I've had my elf eat a few bits and bobs that she's found along the way, and she's gained abilities from it. She's like, oh, this person knew this, and so she learned it because she ate the person that had that knowledge, which is a really interesting thing.
This is over concept, but
yeah. No one seems to have raised a fuss about that yet. No one's been like, hey, so about the eating things.
Ladder has mad hit points. 12,910. Alright. Campfire has 12,910 points too. Apparently that's like the maximum hit point.
Lizards can just naturally dig, otherwise you need a shovel.
XPs.
Get them XPs. I'm gonna come down here. Talk to a dude. So yeah, so with the different races, then they've obviously built in all these prejudices and other things into it.
Interesting.
All right, so I will take out your spear. All right, and so there's a place where his soul is kept. If we free him, he'll show us a way out. And I got a cool new spear. We're gonna loot all your stuff while we're down here, buddy. Because that's the kind of adventurers we are. So yeah, so it's... I like this as a way to play a game with a lot of friends who are dedicated to doing this kind of a thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's nice now that it's 4-player, so each person can develop their own character. It's not just 2 players and with a mod. So it's not, that's kind of a nice addition to the game as far as co-op. It's just, the problem with a lot of early access stuff is that you have to wait and see kind of where it goes from here and what it does next. It's a great concept so far, I mean, if you liked Divinity Original Sin, there's a lot of reasons to like this.
Slap him. Slap him.
You want me to slap him? Step forward, slap him. Oh.
Oh, snap.
All right.
Get him over
Fine then. Can get behind you here. Backstab. Haha. Eh. Oh.
Missed.
Tried to crippling blow you. Hammer time.
Down you go.
Go stab him with my spear.
Oh. Good teamwork.
I'm gonna loot him. I found a washboard and some gold.
Okay.
Anybody here care that I just did that? Nope. Everyone's cool. Yep.
Good.
All right. Don't mind us.
You should know what's up now.
We killed that lizard dude, but it's fine. Don't worry about us. So yeah, so you know, we can we'll go through a bit more of this. There's trying to think if there's another dialogue thing that we can get into. Can't remember now. Oh, there is, but let's see, I think you told us that.
How the heck do I get out of here?
Should be able to click on the cave entrance, like up near where we killed the lizard. Did you get out?
Yeah.
Alright.
You can have conversation with animal skill.
Yeah, you need the pet talk skill. That's the biggest thing too with this, is that they've opened up a lot of different ways for you to be able to solve different problems. Here, you know what? I'm just curious. Let's attack this patrolman.
Okay.
I see this guy walking around. I'm curious. I'm gonna scold him. Spit back. Oh, he's just mad.
There you go.
There we go. Now I pissed him off enough. Oh, ouch.
Tactical retreat. Whoa.
His dog. Wow. Whoa, his dog has got some major moves. Get over to him. He's almost dead. There we go.
Those dogs keep shit too.
Oh no, the Red Prince is dead. Wow, that dog is doing a lot of damage.
Down, doggy. Finish the doggy.
So mean.
Boosh.
Yay!
Red Prince.
Wake up, Red! Wake up, Red Prince!
Do they have resurrect? No. The target is blocked.
Haha! I live!
Hey.
Let's see if they have anything useful on them. So us doing that, here's the one thing that will change in at least the town that you're in. I don't know if this changes elsewhere, but if you notice down at the bottom of the mini map, there's that diamond, and it currently shows yellow. It says tension medium. That's kind of how people as a whole react to you based off of things that you do, your actions, and everything else.
That's kind of like this Elder Scrolls thing, where you screw up too much in the town, you can't even go to the town without getting arrested or whatever. Cat, keep meowing. Got a basket. Cool. Yeah, no, this seems pretty solid.
Yeah, I think the next kind of place that we could go to. Oh, hey, there's a Rain skill book in there.
The texture detail in this game is really impressive.
Yeah, there's yeah, they've like the enhancements that they've done basically with all this stuff has gone a long way from where it was. I'll just all right, so I just got caught stealing, and they're looking around for it.
Oh, is that why he came up to me? He's like, "Can I search you?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever."
Yeah, and the person, the guy who came up to me, I said, "No, you know, like, don't search me." I used my persuasion. I charmed him with my finesse.
Well done, sir. Going crazy looking for the thief. That's funny.
But yeah, I mean, it's an interesting thing. I think for right now, the co-op is pretty much just a, you know, it's a nice way to kind of play a game like this with your friends. You have to kind of accept the fact that, you know, like, people can wander off, they can go and do their own thing. If you want, you know, tag along with them, you can certainly do so. If they may have more interactions than you, or, you know, whatever the case may be, but I think they're gonna at some point here, you know, like, just see what it turns out to be. It's tough too to say, hey, yeah, go play this right now, because it is an early access, and oftentimes what that means is character progress gets reset.
Yeah.
So I think people who really liked the first game and want more of that are going to already have this picked up. I think for others who are intrigued by it, and you're kind of thinking like, hey, maybe this is something I want to check out at some point with some folks, absolutely. Like, wait, but absolutely.
Coming soon, party dialogues.
Yeah, being able to talk to your fellow members and stuff.
I'm just here next to this stinky bitch. Alright, I'm gonna stop the stream there. And do we know when this is out, or when they're looking? Is it early
2017.
Time next year. Okay.
Yeah, sometime next year. It doesn't say that. I don't think they have a certain release date yet.